Hey, good morning. Welcome to CGS Biblecast. So glad to be back again with you this morning. We're going to be talking about Daniel again, and from the book of Daniel. I guess yesterday we talked about from the book of Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But today we're talking about Daniel, incredible character in the Bible, important person, and today is the story of the lion's den, the famous one, right? We all know this story. Well, most of us do. You got this group of kind of middling government officials, not really that important, but have a little bit of power. They're jealous of King Darius's respect for Daniel. So these guys get together. They put up this plan, which will really get Daniel in a ton of trouble, and also it appeals to the king's ego. And so the king they play right into his hands, and he could have said, let me think it over. Let me run it by a few other people, some advisors, but he didn't. He went along with it, and they knew that his ego would have tripped him up, and that would have been a problem for him, and it was. So he inadvertently signed Daniel's death warrant, and even in the face of persecution and death, there's no way Daniel would have gone 30 days without talking to God. Let's get into the scripture here. So the administrators, this is Daniel chapter 6, and high officers went to the king and said, "Long live King Darius. We are all in agreement, we administrators, officials, and high officers, advisors, and governors, that the king should make a law that will be strictly enforced. Give orders that for the next 30 days, any person who prays to anyone, divine or human, except for you, your majesty, they will be thrown into the den of lions." So there's the scene. It's set. The Bible, I love the Bible. It's got so much truth in it, and it's got so much hope in it. Here it reassures us that God is for us, and nothing can stand against us. God was for Daniel because Daniel was for God. And this is very encouraging and a powerful fact. But the reality is, when the crowd is pressuring us to conform, it's often easier for us to cave in and stand with conviction. But here's another example of somebody of great conviction standing when everyone else bows. Because the truth is, the majority isn't always right. In fact, it's incredible that how often that the majority is wrong. You can feel like all of culture and everything is heading in the direction, in one direction. You're like, this is totally dumb. Why are we doing this? But everyone just goes along with it. That's what's going on here. So to stand for God often means swimming against the current of today's social climate. But if we're willing to stand firm in our faith, we will experience immeasurable growth and be useful to God in ways that we never thought possible. Today, you have to decide what's right, even in the face of opposition, to go with the goodness of God and be positioned for greatness instead of going with the convenience of following everybody else. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, the easiest direction is not the best. Okay? Choose to do difficult things if it means doing the right thing. Have a good day.